Never before in the history of the internet, 50 designers all together, they made a decision that had such a crushing impact on 3 billion people, says Tristan Harris. He's a former specialist in Google Design's ethics. We are all going through two movements now, one cosmic and another one humanistic. The new quantum reality, the new quantic reality, the new reality, a quantic reality, that world or that dimension that so many others don't want you to see. Which one do you prefer? We are living under an invisible domain that manipulates our brain and our lives without us noticing. We don't even realize about this. We are all already like a herd of living zombies, doing whatever they tell us to do. But we still have time to change our posture. We are entering the quantic revolution. So I dare you to change. I dare you to observe. When you observe, you see. And when you see, you act. Hello, my friends. This is Devadatta from Dallas. Welcome to another session of art and meditation. The manipulation of human behavior has already reached its limit. We are seen only as objects for profit, only for profit, totally dominated by a power that we do not see but we feel. This elite is managed by a totally evil system. This is the social media that keeps us constantly engaged with an endless screen. And I say endless because it's like a bottomless water well. The silent obligations, the subconscious rules that they impose on us, use this data not only to predict what we have to do, but also to influence in our actions in what we do, converting us, making us like very easy masses to handle, like zombies. So these rules, camouflage in the use of cyber technology, are not under any aspect in accordance with the progress of humanity. You see, they are not doing this for us to become better, to get better. They're doing this for us to go backwards and to become less and less. Because with true progress, let's call it like goodness, spirituality, morality, or just simply common sense and logic, they don't put that in the internet. Talking about this social media, the internet. They do it on purpose to control us. Maybe at the beginning, years ago, the idea was to help humanity. Maybe there are some people that are still doing that, but believe me, they are not anymore. Like everything else, they fall into this typical human ambition. And this, I dare to say, it's seen in all social aspects. It's just a matter of controlling our brain, or idiosyncrasy, our life in society, and definitely our economy. The encouraging in this new power of this new reality have nothing to do how it may have been at the beginning, not anymore. Health, culture, and towards the development of the intellect and mental health, that doesn't run anymore. But now we are at the point that they're taking advantage of us because this is actually the only way of communication that we have, leaving us with no other choice of any other way of working. So this is really putting us at the mercy of these people, of these corporations, of this manipulation. And this is like ending right now, dominating completely our lives. So we all have fallen under this sucking side of this modern Medusa. And all of the children. So this is the important part in this, my friends. Our children, the future generations. What is there for them? They don't think, they don't read, they're not educated. I'm not telling you that they're not good schools or colleges. Of course they are. But this is the minority, the maximum of the children, of the young population is completely dominated by these corporations, by this way of thinking, this way of acting, this way of developing their lives. And this is the scary part of this. The great horror of this is that nobody cares. Nobody's doing anything about this. There are not any more principles, there are not any more beliefs. It's just a domination of our essence and our mind. So the goal of the supreme social evolution is to dominate the people, is to manipulate the people. And it's about getting our attention. It's about having a constant attention. All day with the brain on the cellular phone, on the cell, on the computer, on the iPod. So that culture message that maybe it was there years ago, it doesn't exist anymore. It's only one message, the transparent message of domain. A domain that's ruled by a minority who desperately and less desperately, because they do whatever they want now, is controlling their minds, is controlling our minds, is controlling a way of living. So this minority have become the clientele of the social media, for example, that depends on our addiction to buy without needing a product. The more we pay attention to this, the more money they make. They don't even have to have a product, because the product is ourselves. So from here we're going to this new way of living, frivolity, ignorance, a totally egocentrism, indifferent to the soul. Is this having being faithful to something that's not real, to something that does not exist? So there's a total ignorance of what at some point we called life. And they're separating us, the good ones, the bad ones, the successful ones, the poor ones, the pretty ones, the ugly ones. And the more separated and lonely we feel, the more afraid we are of not being what they are telling us to be, makes them succeed, makes them triumph with a misfortune, with a following. So you see, the mentality of the people now, more the youth, is like, oh my God, I have to be beautiful as this girl or this guy, I have to have these abs, I have to do this. Whatever is, they're showing us a way that doesn't exist. Perfection doesn't exist, because we are already perfect. We are beings of perfection. We are beings of light. And that's what they don't want us to see. The more lonely, the more poor, the more ugly you feel, the more you're going to follow the rules. So if you don't have, you're not someone. You're nobody. So they're creating this blind dependency to something that's not real, to something that exists only behind a screen. And this is not worse than porn. This is porn. Because we're all addicted to something that it doesn't make you realize that you are really addicted to. You do it unconsciously. So there's no more reading books, there's no more good music, there's not even more any good movies. And that's true. For the last 15 years, we don't have any good movies. The movies are only about killing, car crashes, war, stealing, and that's what they're teaching. That's what they're putting in your brains. People spend so much time in chats to meet the partner and the loved one of their lives. And after a year of cruising in those chats, they realize that they haven't met anyone, and they only met a lot of nobodies. So we have become the sale product of a new trade that pays for us to be sold in the system. So instead of us being that customer that gets a profit from the system, we became the product of the system. We are in the middle of a humanistic revolution. We are in the middle of this entering to a new dimension, to a new quantic field. We are going through this quantic revelation. And we really have to stop and pay attention and observe and see this. We have to understand this. Because this will give us the freedom that we have lost many years ago. So let's get out of this like smoky democracy that's only really governing us in titles. We are governed by leaders who only seek for their own goodness, for their own richness, that are only seeking for a comfortable, a good political position at all costs, at all costs. Just a regular sample, something easy. The other day I was trying to see the debate, the president, and of course you have like 100 links to see it. And yes, look at this, follow us, do this with us, watch the debate with us. And of course, it's always like in any kind of link, in any kind of teaching class in the internet, they talk and talk and talk. And then suddenly, well, this is $100, this is $500, this is $20, whatever. But see, there is this hypocrisy there. It's always, I'm going to try to grab your attention, I'm going to try to catch you, and then I'll charge you. So where is all this good faith? Where is this goodness? What is this generosity? What is this? I would really want you to see this. Okay, come and see it. I'm talking about the future generations. We really have to start paying a lot more of attention to our children. And I don't mean that we don't love them or we do love them. I mean that we're getting rid of the children. We're not paying attention to our children. We're detaching ourselves from them, just giving them an iPod, giving them a cell. You're 7 years old and the children already have cells. What's that? Maybe I'm too old-fashioned, but believe me, one of the best memories of my childhood and my early youth was like the relationship with my parents. I was friends with my parents. I had fun with them. And at home when I was a kid, believe me, we only could see TV shows on Saturday and Sunday, and then on the week, maybe on the week, one show that I remember was for kids after school, but we had to finish the homework before. So tell your kid now to finish the homework before watching the computer and see what he says. So we're all guilty of what is going on, of what is happening. It's like they say in my country, there is no worse blind than the one who doesn't want to see. That is why it's so important, and I would say very important, to realize that this quantic power that you have in your mind to manifest whatever you like in your life, it's there. Just observe it, work with it, meditate, close your eyes and go inside of yourself, go within. We're all one, and one it's all. So imagine the power of a single consciousness, of a universal spirit, of a universal mind, of everybody together. How much power we would have to dominate things, not to need the social media or somebody telling us what to do, if not doing what really we want to do with our hearts. Follow your heart, follow your intuition, follow that little voice that you have on the back of your neck saying, hey, do this, do that, and you don't listen to. So let's relax a little bit, my friends. Feel your body. Inhale deep and exhale deep. And as you exhale, really, let go of all this brainwashing I just did. And relax this moment with yourself, with you. Here I am, laying down with myself, by myself, or with somebody that I love, or a friend, and relax there. Inhale and exhale a couple of times, and go through your breath. Relax through your breath. As you exhale, oh man, I am opening myself. I'm like really making myself bigger. I am expanding myself. And ask yourself this question. How long has it been that I haven't done what I really wanted to do? What my heart has been always telling me, hey, do this, but no, you still go to the office, you still do this, do that. Because why? No, I've been told since I'm a kid, I know I had to do this, I couldn't say this, I couldn't wish that wasn't for me. Why? How long have I been working in this place that doesn't make me happy, that I don't like? How long? Do I always answer yes, when deep in my heart I want to answer no? Why not? Because I really don't feel like doing it. Why is it that obligation of doing something that you don't want to do? Because I don't have the desire, just because I don't like it, and just because no, I don't have to give you any reason. How long is it that I haven't been really happy? That I depend in others. I'm always depending on others. I'm always depending in that call that really will never come. How long has it been that I haven't come back after my job home and put the keys aside, my coat or whatever, and lay down in the sofa to read a good book, to listen to a song that I always loved? No, I have to sit down and open the computer and continue that engaging in something that's endless. I will never stop trying to find whatever I'm looking for. How long has it been that I haven't gone to the lake or to a park just to walk without shoes by myself under the sun or with the cold, to feel the air, to see the moon, to see a sunset, and just inhale deep and exhale. And as you exhale, really feel this. Feel which is your best thing to do right now. What is it that you would really love to do right now? Reading a book, watching taking a walk, calling a friend and talking by phone. Imagine that you're doing that, whatever you like, maybe a trip. Just relax and feel and sense that you're doing whatever you want, whatever you have been wishing for a long time. What is it that you want to do to change this domain situation, to change this dominating situation? What can you do to change this manipulation situation? And think about this in your next exhalation, inhaling deep, and with this big exhalation, think this and repeat it and say this. From now on, I will put aside any kind of dependency of this invisible power that is dominating my life. And tomorrow morning I will wake up so happy, so refreshed, in peace, having had a very good night sleep, with my body rested. And I'm going to greet myself. I'm not going to think of anyone else but myself. So I'm not going to grab myself and watch who is putting I like in the Instagram, because I'm depending in something that's irreal, that doesn't exist. These people that are following you can follow 1,000 others without giving a damn about you. And that's the truth. I'm going to check my phone really when I come back home. I'm going to just take it in my car for whatever situation I need a phone. I will eat my breakfast, I will exercise, I will go to work so happy, independent of anybody else. Whatever I do, I will do it for myself and not for someone else. I will not smile for anyone else in a selfie. I will not smile for infinite and millions of strangers that they don't even see me. To people that they will never exist in my life. That doesn't mean that you're not going to be a happy person and you're not going to smile. That means that you're not going to lose this blessed energy we have in things that you don't have to. From this moment, I feel free. I am free. I am happy. I am at peace. I'm with myself. And I have what I want because I give it to myself. And now, from now on, I am how I wanted always to be, without needing to compare myself to someone else. And I am what I want to be because I am fantastic, because I'm big, because I'm infinite, because I am omnipotent, because I am full of light and I'm full of high vibration. And I have the ability to create my new reality, my own reality, not the reality that so many others want me to have, so I depend on them. I have the power to create my life, to reinvent myself, whatever the situation is, regardless the situation I'm going through. I have this creative capacity that is infinite and indestructible. So this teaching that I always had in my life of like, you cannot do it, you will never be able to do it, you are too fat, you are ugly, you are too short, too tall. That has been keeping me back. I'm leaving all this aside. All this illumination, I'm leaving all this aside. And from now on, I know I can. So now imagine that you have everything. Because when you imagine something, you make it real. You have everything that you need to do whatever you want, whatever pleases you. To do any kind of activity that you wish. So now that you are independent, what would you like to do? Who would you like to live with? Where would you like to go? Where would you like to trip? To travel? What job would you like to have from now on? Inhaling deep and exhaling deep, and wow, I'm completely free and I feel myself in this place because this is a place I always wanted to go. Man, and believe me, when you start thinking like this, those things will come to your life. Dream of the life that you want. Fight for the life that you want. And it's not about fighting, having a hard time. It's just fight means go ahead and go for it. Go for it. Feel that feeling of freedom to do what you really wish to do. To do what really your heart is wishing you to do. And not whoever else wants you to do. Because you're not a herd of sheep. You are a human being, a superior being, a cosmic being. Feel that. You're not a crowd. Because your mind is so powerful that you can really get whatever you want from life. Your mind will connect you directly with this through the quantic field that's surrounding you. And it will connect you directly with your reality. Your reality is there for you. It's been made for you. See it. And believe in yourself, not in others. Not in other people, not in your surroundings. Your vibratory energy will bring you back that reality. High vibration will go and engage with another high vibration and they will come back. So think about this. Think about, man, all this power I have and I didn't know, all this power I have, I want to use it. Start like meditating, and meditating as soon as you come back home, just relax 10 minutes, 15 minutes, half an hour, whatever you like. Thinking about the things that you really want. Write them down. It's like my video. I'm painting my videos. So you see that there's so many other things that you can do. I'm inviting you to paint. I'm inviting you to really feel all this creativity that you have within. Use it. And believe me, my friend, that will make you very, very happy. Inhaling deep. And exhaling deep. And now I'm going to leave you now with this thought. I am powerful. I am life. And I'm really tired of this that I was doing for so long. With my next exhalation, I'm opening my life to all these possibilities that I have in front of me, ahead of me. And believe me, I'm telling you this because I know. Infinite love to all of you, my friends. This is Devadatta from Dallas, and I will see you next Friday, next Monday, in art and meditation.